Good evening and welcome to yet another episode of Beating COVID-19 Talking Heads Edition. Today, we're going to talk about your new best friend. On the first day, we talked about rest, the preparation for the day, the week, the moment that the lockdowns will be lifted off and the curfews will be stopped. You need to have gotten enough rest. Day 2 was yesterday. And yesterday we discussed about your survival kit, the sanitizer, the gloves, the masks, the possible overalls, etc. The 4 C's, you need to keep them up. And as you go back to the workforce, remember, COVID has not ended when the curfew ends. Today, we're introducing you to your new best friend. Now, I think it's about 15 years ago, 2005, a study was published, and this is the premise the study made. Let me open it up and I'll read you the prelude. Okay. A potent Virucidal mixture containing Amyl metacresol and Dichlorobenzyl alcohol at low pH inactivated enveloped respiratory virus influenza A, respiratory synctial virus RSV, and the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus SARS-CoV, but not the virus with icosahedral symmetry such as adenoviruses and rhinoviruses. A titre approximating 3.5 log TCID 50 was reduced to below the level of detection within 2 minutes. Electron microscopy of purified influenza A virus showed extensive clumping and morphological changes in spike configuration after contact with the Virucidal mixture, but no overt destruction of the viral membrane. We conclude that, formulated as a lozenge, the mixture could have significant effects in reducing the infectivity of certain infectious viruses in the throat and presumably in cough droplets, thus reducing theoretically opportunities for person-to-person transmission. Keywords: throat lozenge, respiratory syncytial virus, influenza A, SARS-CoV, rhinovirus. Now, the 2 active ingredients are Amyl metacresol and dichlorobenzyl alcohol. This study was first published in 2005, and I will include it in the description. What does that mean? Let me move on. SARS-CoV-1, which attacked, I think, in 2005, 2004, 2003, that time, and SARS-CoV-2 have 70 to 80% of the same genome. They have almost the same ACE receptor, which means they attack the very same membranes and are very similar in configuration. And the item which has Amyl metacresol and dichlorobenzyl alcohol is this guy. That, my friends, is your new best friend. Now, it hasn't been tested with the current coronavirus, caveat. But due to the similarities of both coronaviruses, there is a possibility that this can help you either not spread the virus if you have it, and number 2, it may help you have make it not possible for the virus to be more infectious, because it is a lethal combination to the SARS coronavirus, number one, which is 70 to 80% related genome-wise to the SARS coronavirus. So guys, I'm not saying this is a cure, it's not a medicine, but you know what? If you can't mount a great offense, you should have an awesome defense. Take one a day if you have to. We all know that there are no side effects. We all know, you just take one or two a day and so on. Take one a day, just to make sure that your mouth does not allow for the virus to settle in. If this has something to do, I'm sure studies will come out and prove it true. But as part of your survival kit, I urge you, just carry one of these. Again, I'm not saying it's a cure. No, it's not. This is not medicine. This is prevention. This is prevention of spread and prevention of infection by just making your mouth an unhealthy climate for the virus. So, introducing your new BFF. Thank you. Have a good night. God bless you, and see you in the next one.